Hello, everyone. Actually, I'm not live tonight. This is pre-recorded, and that is because if you're a frequent watcher, if you tune in frequently, then you know we've got some stuff going on with family. A family member with hospice. Thelma, she's one of our Scrappy sisters. She always used her and her sister Ellen always come on the cruise with us, the scrapbooking cruise. She's also a family, so we've been dealing with that. Sell my mom's house. Oh my goodness, we sound my daughter's moving to California. I feel like a country song at this point. So there's a lot going on. Actually, this is the third Tuesday. Should be my DAR meeting. So you'll probably be seeing me doing a pre-recorded or live earlier in the day um, uh, coming up, just so I don't miss those meetings through the fall and winter. But anyway, you're here for Techie Tuesday, and I'm excited to share with you um, a different album technique called Tradigital, or I call it Tradigital or Biscraptual. So it's a blend of digital scrapbooking and um, traditional paper scrapbooking. So where you might fit into that is if you say you're primarily on the computer doing digital scrapbooking, but you miss the feel of a nice chunky album in your lap. And some of you have overcome that by printing digital prints, just and then using top loading sleeves and then putting it into a traditional album. That way they all kind of line up the same on your shelf, but you don't have to bring all the tools and the paper and that kind of thing. And you can create your pages fully digitally and then just print your 12 by 12 pages. So a spin off of that or another option of that, right? Because we all live different lives, and so we all tell our stories differently. And so, always in my 20 plus years of helping you complete albums and make meaningful projects with your photos, it's all about what works for you, right? And I am, I have Techie Tuesday. I'm completely comfortable with the digital side of things and several different options and programs, right? I've got Heritage Makers, which is web based. And if you have a Mac, you can use that, or you can use other things on your Mac, and you can print them various places. I also use a program called Artisan. I'm a Forever ambassador, so that I can help people use that program. Um, 80% of my business probably comes from creative memories, right? It's traditionally paper only. There was a time period, probably 10 years ago, where we actually sold that program Artisan under a different name, Storybook. So, but we don't sell the programs anymore at Creative Memories. So people can use other options now. But I still use that program through Forever's. But now Creative Memories, as they've you know gained strength in the industry once again in the last few years, new products coming out every 2 weeks. It's amazing. Um, I've never been happier to be a Creative Memories advisor. For sign my contract in 2000. Just sidebar, if you're interested in that, that's something I can certainly help you with. If you're thinking you would like to learn more about becoming a Creative Memories advisor. Um, so they have taken baby steps back into the digital printing world, and I've shared some of that with you on past Techie Tuesdays. I've taken you through how to make custom album covers, and I have one right here that if I can reach it, not cause an avalanche. This is the one that I usually show when I'm doing my project recipe. So this is the custom album cover I made on Creative Memories and for my retreats. So this is just an album of the retreats over the last, I started retreats in 2005. So over the last 16 years. And actually, my 50th retreat is the next one. So we're going to have a 50s theme in Mount Dora and on Saturday night, and it's going to be great fun. So, as I was saying, Creative Memories has gotten into this digital world again. We've got the custom covers. We also have custom spines you can design. And now Creative Memories, well, not now, this isn't new, but now I'm showing you how to make custom pages. And so what those look like are digitally printed regular Creative Memories white pages with the jeeping and the little staples on the side that you can, weave into your traditional albums. And you can make them fully digital, photos, embellishments, everything, journaling, whatever you want. But what I'm going to show you today, finally, she gets around to it, is what I call traditional and digital. And that's the backgrounds and titles and maybe text box. You can type it or not. Print it on the page, and then when you get the page back, actually put printed photos on and your different embellishments so that it still has a three-dimensional look to it. It's not just a flat printed page, but you can do the title and pick your background color ahead of time. Now, what that means is, you could totally cover over it if you change your mind later. But I find when I scrapbook, I make a list of, say, I do chronologically. So if I say like September, 2018, I'll go through all the events that happened in 2018, and I'll put in parentheses next to it based on how many photos I have. Is that a one page? Is that a two-page spread? Is it a vacation? Is it multi-pages? And so I kind of pre-plan that. And those of you that do like a power layout type of thing also sort of do that as you're planning to go to a retreat. Okay, this is going to be 2 pages. This is going to be 4 pages, that kind of thing. So, so what this allows is, especially if you're not someone that's maybe like you dabble in the techie, but you don't have a Cricut, or the Cricut makes you uncomfortable, but you can type on a computer, then you can sort of get that effect of, say, big titles like a Cricut without having to do sticker letters, without having to stick them on individually. And so I think I should just dive right into it and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so excuse me, let me see if I can do this without causing feedback and other atrocities. Just a second. Hopefully this works. I don't know, really. I'm just going to take myself out of this. You can hear me. Okay, so this is an album that I made for July to December 2008. So I tend to do an album for every 6 months. And this was the old Creative Memories custom cover that was glossy, which I really like the new ones better because they're the book cloth. And so they feel just like a regular album. So I could do the same thing on one now, but it would just have that book cloth feel. It wouldn't be shiny glossy. So what I did was create these pages digitally, but these are real embellishments. Now, you can better see it on a page like this. Let me take off this. It's a little less glare. So the background, which is hard to tell, but there are flowers in the background. The background is from Creative Memories, and the title is all computer. It's digital. This ribbon is digital. These photos I put on after. Okay, so I looked ahead at how many photos I had that were going to be on this 2-page spread. This journal box and this journal box are digitally on the page, but these flowers are added after.
Okay. And same with this one over here. So what this allowed me to do was pre-plan, so to power lay out my album, right? I said, okay, this is going to be a 2-page spread. I've got my title. I've got other embellishments over here. I've got, text boxes on the page to write what's going on in the photos. And then, when they came back to me and I was at a retreat or a crop or wherever, I slapped on the pictures, add my journaling, and added the embellishments. So the most of the decoration part, the what paper, oh shoot, I only have one sheet of that paper. Now, let me just tell you the cost breakdown of this. Okay, so they come in a pack of 32 sides, so 16 pages, just like a regular album. Now, when you buy a regular pack of pages and protectors, it's $29.50, and that's pages and protectors. Um, so when you buy the digital pages, it's double. It's $59.50, but you don't have to put down these your papers, right? You don't have to carry your papers. You don't have to do a Cricut or your sticker letters. You could show up at a crop with just your printed photos, a pen, and then just buy some embellishments. So that's kind of say this. I feel like this would be a great option for people that want to do like paper, or they love to do sort of the fun embellishments, but they also don't want to carry as much by way of tools and paper and inventory, like wagons of stuff, right? So again, I'm just going to point out what's paper and what's digital. So I knew I was going to do a 2-page spread of senior pics of my niece. So this is digital, but these little things up here are embellishments. This is a real embellishment. These are real stickers, and the pictures are real on top. The journal box is on there digitally. This little piece of paper, it was added after to fill this spot. So it's a true blend. It's part digital, part paper scrapbooking. I've even got a calendar going on in here. I guess we didn't really do anything in August. There's only 2 pages. First day of school. So again, this is all digital. This background paper is digital. The stitching is digital. This is digital. My handwriting is real. It's written after, and these photos are written. These photos are added after. So again, you have a blend of traditional and digital. This whole border right on the side, just like I would do regular scrapbooking. Maybe cut a 3-inch piece of paper, slap it on, and then all these pictures were added after. So this also works great if you're working on a backlog where your photos are already printed. I mean, if you already have a stack of photos printed, you don't want to, but your heart is telling you should go digital, get rid of some of these tools. Oh, you have so much paper. But maybe we should think about going digital, that kind of thing. But you've already have all this expense invested in photos. So this allows you to kind of bridge that gap. Let's use the photos that we already have printed, but then let's do the backgrounds and stuff digitally. So again, you can add cute titles to the pages, and cute embellishments, and then it really kind of is in some ways it's the best of both worlds, because of what you can do here. I knew I only had a couple pictures of Halloween. So I have a nice big tree going up the side here. Of course, that's incorporated into the paper. and then I've got the digital down on the bottom. So that's just kind of quickly. Here's let's see, Disney Cruise. Of course, I'm using like a Disney font. I've got Disney Friends, and then I'm adding all this. So that's sort of the finished product. Now I'm gonna show you how to do it.
And if I can, let's see. All right. So hopefully you sort of understand what our end is going to be, right? The end product. And now I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay. I will say, as I'm about to start sharing this, is if you, even though this is recorded, you can still share this broadcast, and I will do the drawing Wednesday night, as I've done in the past, um, before our friends at Masterpiece start their live on Wednesday night. Okay. So when you come to the Creative Memories website, you should make an account if you don't have one already. And of course, I would love for you to choose me as your advisor. You'll see my face up here. If to make the digital, you're going to come to Create Digital Photo Albums, and then you're going to come down to Custom Refill Pages. Now, all this is web-based. So another application of this type of album would be, so I do something digital, something's paper, but I run retreats all the time. And you know, if you come on my Memory Maniacs scrapbook retreats, that I love to go to unique places where my tagline for Memory Maniacs scrapbook retreats is memories saved, memories made, right? That we have a great group of women that love to go to new places together and go back to places that we love, like Mount Dora, over and over again. And we have our favorite places to eat, and we can walk around town. That's kind of the vibe of our retreats. Well, I would love to do a retreat that is a little bit further away, but it's really hard to do with all of our wagons full of stuff. So I've always kind of toyed with the idea of doing a digital retreat, right? Where people just grab their laptops and we, go to somewhere cool and experience that location, and then also scrapbook digitally. So this would be something that even a person that wasn't a digital scrapbooker could do, if I were to do that. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying it's a goal that I would like to do. All right, so here we are on the custom refill pages. Right now, there is for a limited time, you can get these two pack of custom refill pages that are sort of Oktoberfest themed, and you get these free embellishments with it. So that's $15. Now that works out to $3.75 a side. So clearly we're working in the price of the embellishments there, right? Okay, so these, quick note up here, allow extra time for processing. It's a bi-weekly shipping schedule, okay? So just note, like, this isn't the type of thing that you can complete and get the next day, which is one of the benefits of a paper scrapbook, right? You can't sit down necessarily and make a digital scrapbook and have it done and printed and ready to present to someone in a day, unless you find somewhere that can print it in an hour, and the quality there just isn't as good as printing a bound book from somewhere you purchase online, I feel. But you could sit down with a little album, and you could, if you've got the paper pictures printed, you could bust that out and give it to someone as a gift. All right, so let's go in here to the details now. So these are matte pages, they're not glossy. You're going to want to still cover them with a page protector. you say you acknowledge that you have the right to print all the photos, and then you say customize, create your name, and then you're in. Now I already have one in here, so well, I'll just do it. I'll just do this. I'll just do a Techie Tuesday one. Because the one I was going to show you was blank anyway. So we'll go into my Techie Tuesday. Excuse me. Okay, so you can start with a pre-done book. Obviously, the photos are not in there. So if you want a whole book that's already, got the backgrounds and everything, you want to do a whole Disney book, say this is the Sparks of Magic. It tells you when they expire. So all of this content isn't, on there forever. So here's like a vitamin C. Let's say you went on vacation to somewhere tropical and you want a whole book like that. Now, just because you pick that book doesn't mean you can't change the pages and change everything afterwards. You're not locked in by any means. But I like to start with a blank. And so this is a blank slate. So it's 32 sides, right? 16 pages, 32 sides, and they're all blank. Now, of course, this first you start on the right because then you're going to flip it to the left, right? So Creative Memories is really great. This online platform helps you kind of keep it straight, right? Now you see page 2 is the back of page 1, right? It's the left side, and then you got the right side. So you really can't mess that up. This reorganize button down here, you can reorganize pages as you see fit. And then over here is where you have access to all the elements in paper. So let's just say I was doing starting January 2021, and so that would be like New Year's. Now, we don't typically have a ton of pictures on New Year's, but we usually go outside with sparklers and that kind of thing. So if I was doing this the way that I just showed you this book, right, a digital book, I'm going to pick some New Year's backgrounds and add a New Year's title, and then I'm going to print it just like that. Then I'm going to add my pictures to it later. Then I can crop the pictures the way I want, upload those to whatever printer I want, and print them. Creative Memories is printing photos now, and I've heard great things, but I have not printed for them. Usually I'm in need of my photos 1 hour, so I'm usually, getting them at Walgreens or Walmart. I used to get them at Sam's, loved Sam's, but they are not doing photos anymore, which is so sad. So these are all like the current paper packs. So like paper packs that have sold out, and even after they're gone, you can still see them in here. Then there's themes, there's sports, there's pets, there's kids, celebrations, holidays. Let me see what's going on here. Maybe I should make this full page. You don't really need to see me. I just want you to be able to see big everything. As much as you can. Okay, so so you can also do plain colors. So you can come in here, if I just want a plain black background, say, for New Year's, I can do that. But let's play around with some fun stuff. Let me see. Of course, there's National Scrapbook Day stuff. There's party time, holidays. I don't know really what I'm looking for here. Celebrations. Let's see what's in celebrations. Okay, we've got birthday paper. So this was the. Oh, this is good. This is the. This is what I'm looking for. This was the pack. So I'm gonna drag it over here. Now I've got this gray speckly page, and or I can do. These would be great for crop for gray and gold too. We've got some gold over there. I think I like this one better. Okay, so I'll keep that gray. So this will be for New Year's, right? A 2-page spread for New Year's. Now I've got my paper down. There's I can come down here to my elements here on the left, and then here's Croptoberfest. It's fall, y'all. These are all they're out there like um, well, they're not alphabetical. I was gonna say they're in the time they were released, but and that might be so, or maybe it's by popularity. But you've got you have access to all the stuff. So you really, in some ways, even though so it works out to $1.85 a side. Well, one side of a page that you buy from Creative Memories works out to about 70 cents, right? So that means it's basically costing you $1 to use the paper. And when you buy a piece of cardstock, that's anywhere from 50 cents to $1 in paper, and then you have to the time it takes to like cut out your title on the Cricut. So it really works out. People always ask me, is it cheaper to do paper or digital? It's really like it's really comparable. I mean, in some ways, paper is more expensive because if you only have one pack of this paper and you are just determined to have or one piece of this paper and you're determined to have another, a matching piece of the other paper, then you're going to have to buy two packs. Okay, so and then we all have gobs of paper, and I'm not going to call out any names. During the pandemic, I had people on paper probation, and because I had actually seen the amounts of paper they had. And so I just said I couldn't, in good conscience, sell them any more paper. But I took them all off during the pandemic. We didn't need any more stress. You want to buy paper, you buy all the paper you want, right? So while we're still dealing with COVID, no one's on paper probation. So we've got some graduation stuff up here, which would look, it's all the gray and gold. I'm looking for, of course, here's it's party time, the birthday stuff. Here we go. This is birthday cheers. Congrats. Day Eve. Okay. So, all right. So we got New Year. And I think I saw Happy. Did I see Happy? Oh, here it is. So I can say Happy New Year. You can position them, resize them. I just kind of left them the size that they were. Now I can just stretch it to make it so it's similar in size. Then I can go over here and add 2021. I'm just putting all the numbers over here, and I can resize them. So this is also an option because where Artisan is only for a PC program, right? And I can just resize these. Or I say right, but but it is. It's only for PC. So unless you have your hard drive partitioned and you maybe used Artisan in the past or Storybook Creator in the past, maybe that's some of you, then of course it's not impossible to use it on a Mac, but a regular, just standard maybe Mac user might not have their hard drive partitioned and wouldn't be able to do that. So this is web-based, so that can be done from any computer as well. So whether or not you have them, but you do need internet. Now it's really hard to find somewhere where you don't have internet. Of course, hotels, even planes now, you can buy Wi-Fi, and then of course you can purchase. You can use most people can use their phones as a hotspot. Now this will help you center. You see these pink lines come up. Will help you center. Will help you make sure that your letters are the same. Letters, numbers in any case. So you can just add your, let me see, what else is in here? Wishes, toss the confetti. yeah, let's see, let's put on some, I could, let's copy and paste. Now that I've resized it, right, I can um, just copy and paste it. And I want to kind of put these on an angle. Of course, I don't want them there. Let me see. I want to pull it over here. All right, so that these still might be a little big. Um, but now you can see you've got the open space around here on for your 4x6 pages, and you can let's see, you can go into other collections and grab, boxes, journal boxes, different things. You can add all kinds of, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like that. But again, remember what I said, you don't even have to add these kinds of things on. You could go ahead and, if you have embellishments, you add them on after. So you could do something just as simple as this, and then print it. Now you've got your background. You don't have to worry about, you know, finding paper, especially, like if you don't have New Year, or you don't want to buy a $10 pack of New Year paper when you really just need a 2-page spread. So, so now I've got that, and you can just print it, and then say that the next event, we just move on to the next event, and let's say the next event is let's pick. I'll get out of celebrations here. Um, it's winter. Let's just say it's a winter day at the beach. Most of you watching live in Florida, so let's just take that. And a lot of these already have kind of built in. I'll just use this one to show you. Have like a built-in border. So here's this. It's like here. Then we just add our title, and here's another one. We just plop on this paper here, and this is beach and water. This is a perfect spot for a title. Let's say that's a little matchy matchy. How about this one here and this one here? So you can just kind of play with your with your options, add in your title, and then, like I said, just print them. So it also is pretty fast if you've got like a road map of the pictures that you want to use. Like I said, that's just how I scrapbook. I assume that some of you probably do it the same, where you make a list that's like, oh, so and so's birthday, 2 pages, ice cream at Dairy Bar on some random night with the kids. Okay, that's 1 page. That kind of thing. Oh, Disney, we're going to need 3 2-page spreads of that. So, and maybe you don't scrapbook that way, but if you don't, maybe you want to talk to me more about, sort of getting organized that way if you feel like you're kind of all over the place. But I think that most of us scrapbook chronologically, and so then we as we're picking pictures in our head, whether we know it consciously or not, if we've been scrapbooking for a long time, we can look at how many photos we have and kind of know, is this going to require a 2-page spread or 4 2-page spreads or a whole album all by itself. Um, so so that's it. I'm sorry that I'm not able to live answer questions since this is recorded, but you can ask questions in the chat. And now that I'm saying this, half an hour in, it's not too late. If you've been writing some things down that you wanted to ask me, you can put those in the comments, and I'll definitely come back and read the comments and answer those. And then if you need a one-on-one time with me, an hour over Zoom where I can see your computer or you can see mine, or in person, then I'm happy to schedule that with you. And like I said, you can. I would still love for you to share this video if you think you have friends that need to see this. And I will be giving away an hour with me. And Stacy, if you're on, we still haven't used your hour that I gave away last Techie Tuesday. So we don't want those two. Or maybe she's waiting to win another one so she can have 2 hours with me, and that's fine too. But So go ahead and share and then comment shared. And then I will be coming back on Wednesday before Tracy and Stacy go live. So you have until Wednesday at 6. They go live at 7, I think. Pretty sure. So I will pick a winner before then, and I'll announce who the winner of the free hour with me is. I just want to do a couple quick announcements while I have you still on. Hopefully, you didn't start bailing when you felt I was saying goodbye. But we do, Creative Memories just launched it because it wasn't in inventory. This couldn't launch with the rest of the stuff, fall stuff, but it's all in the warehouse now. So this is the Sunflower Vine Border Punch. So if you're on this, you're probably techie and you don't need a border punch, but I bet I've got some paper people on here too. And it is a beautiful punch, especially for you sunflower lovers. So you'll want to comment if you want me to order one for you. I did order yesterday and got several, and I'll be ordering again, I'm sure. I usually order 1 to 2 times a week. So whenever you think of something that you need, if you don't want to place an order yourself, if you like to save on shipping, I can do that for you. For my ladies going to Mount Dora, Sunset Boat Tour has been added. That's Saturday night. It's $15. You don't have to let me know now. I just want to let you know so that you don't make reservations for dinner. It'll be from 6:15 to 7:15. It's just an hour, so you can go for. I've actually asked lunch to be a little later at 1 instead of 12, so that hopefully we can eat at 7. But if you want to eat before, of course, that's fine too. Card kit is this today is really you want to get your orders in by today or tomorrow. If you're local and I still have kits available, I'll take orders up till the day of the class. But if I have to mail it, these will be shipping out tomorrow and Thursday. So you will definitely, and I should have them with me. Hold, please. I just grabbed one. Oops, where's my camera? I just grabbed one. They are, let's see. Hold on. Where am I? Where's my mouse? Here it is. Okay. They're purple and yellow and gray. They're really pretty. There's a shimmer paper going on. It's really great. So you won't want to miss that. And I will remind everyone to order and follow up with my people that are on the permanent list to always order. So card class coming up, and what else? Croptoberfest, that is going to be digital only. It's all virtual. It's October 23rd to the 31st. And you do not want to miss it. I'm giving away over $300 in prizes. There'll be challenges, which are optional. You can do them. You don't have to do them. We're going to have a special chicken chili night again. So you'll get the recipe if you don't have it already. And there'll be a night where we'll all make chicken chili and we'll enjoy it together. And probably like we did last year, it'll be on the Wednesday evening of this week, so we can support our friends at Masterpiece Jewelers who always support my events and always give awesome prizes and shower you all with jewelry. And then, of course, St. Simon's Island. This is my newest location for my retreats. Will be January. You can stay 4 nights, 3 nights, 2 nights. Choice is up to you. You can't say one night. It's 4, 3, or 2. All your food is included. For all 4 nights for 2 people in a room, it's $600 a piece. And I know that sounds like a lot, but I've gone back, even for Mount Dora, and thought, well, how much do I spend on food and whatnot? And it's basically that amount. And it's not 4 days. So we've got Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we have until lunchtime, and then we're out of there. So it's a nice long time to scrapbook, and I hope you will join me and many others on that awesome new weekend. I do have another one booked, but I have my rainbow rewards for my retreat. So if you are a Ruby and above, you're going to be getting a special email this week announcing a retreat weekend, and it always fills up. So my Rubies and above will have option to book it first so that it doesn't fill up, and then I'll send it out to everyone else. This location fills up really fast, so I want to make sure, because that is a perk. And if you become a Ruby, once you've attended 5 multi-day events, so that's 5 retreats or scrapbook cruises, then you'll get early notice of these retreats so that you can sign up first. That's how I do it. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you learned something. Please feel free to comment or message me if you have any questions about the tradigital scrapbooking that I showed you tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all in person soon. And until I see you again.